Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and today I'm really happy to show you a magical tea party by Nathalie at LineDotArrow. This is her 3rd year anniversary at Etsy, and this kit has 25 pages, so it's a nice good sized kit, and we're going to go through it. It is a UK sized, well actually she's in the Netherlands, but basically the UK sized pages, so you're going to have to turn off your fit to page and your full no borders settings to get the correct images. Otherwise it will cut the edges off your images. Okay, I haven't printed on the back of any of these yet, so they're in the order that they came out of the printer, and I haven't sorted them into, you know, backing pages, writing pages, ephemera pages, so they may be, you know, mixed together. Any black lines that you see, of course, as usual, I've put on there so that I know which way they came out of the printer, so I can print on the backs. Okay, whew, got all that out. Okay, so this is your summary page, of course. And then we have a writing page. It has these cute magical fairies. What do you call them? Plant fairies, animal fairies, something like that. Oh, Natalie's going to kill me. I just murdered that. Flower fairies. That's what they're called. Flower fairies. Okay, so they've got flower fairies throughout. And there's also a tea party theme. So here's another fairy, a very cute one with a little deer on a writing page. Here's a backing page with your tea party theme. Some nice teacups there. Another backing page. I think when we stencil, you know, this page looks upside down to me. I know that sounds crazy with it being a pattern, but I think the flowers go the other way. But I'm leaving it this way. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, when we stencil pages, I think we're going to use roses this time to fit in with the theme. If my hands are a little shaky, I'm drinking more coffee to try to drink less pop. I'm not sure which is worse. Oh, look at this fairy. I haven't gone through this yet. This is my first time. What a cute fairy. This one too. This is going to be a backing page, so you get your teas for your teacups and your teapot for your or your teacups, I'm sorry, for your tea party. Here's some ephemera. These are postcards. These are your large tags or your page of tags. I think she usually includes a few larger tags. We'll see. Each kit is different. And here's a nice backing page with a cute fairy on it. Here's a writing page with some butterflies and flowers. And a pure writing page with no images. Well, the edge images, but you know what I mean. Yes, see, here's our 3 big tags. So our others were our regular tags. Here's some nice little cards with fairies on them. Let me turn it this way for you. How cute is that? Even the deer is there. Here are your large or your normal size teacups and little image plates. Here are your normal sized or your full sized words. Here's your small-sized teacups, image tags, words. Okay? She does both for us, and that's very nice. Depends on what kind of, how your book is going. It's got the 4 pages, 4 pockets with the diagonal cut and a nice border around. My Scan and Cut loves these. Here's some more ephemera for you. Some nice writing cards and some decorative elements to put on your pages. Here's 2 cards and 2 pockets. I'm imagining that these cards fit into, or tags, rounded tags, writing cards. Here's, oh, this is nice. You don't have to cut the circle out. The flowers are already there. Yay. Oh, and here's the beautiful bird. And some stamps with fairies and the deer on them. We'll probably use this, and I'll show you how to fold it up. It's very easy. This is a coin envelope. Here's another backing page. This is really cute. A bunch of tea kettles. Here's some more tags for you. This is a trifold, I believe. So we'll definitely print on the back of this. Probably the, I think I saw a backing page that we can put on this, so you can write on the inside on all 3 panels. Then we'll just stencil on it. Oh, what a pretty backing page here. Tree branches with flowers, or, you know, trees with flowers, plants with flowers. Here's your nice backing page that you can write on. I think we got one more. And one more really nice backing page. Okay, so that's the kit. And now that we've gone through it, of course I'm going to put you on hold while I decide what we're going to make. And we'll be back in just a second, and we'll go ahead and start our project. Okay, I'll see you in just 1 second. So I've got all the pages trimmed, cut out, and sorted. Here's some of the tools that we're going to use, or the things that we're going to use. I've got 2 sets of fairy stamps. I've got, oops, I got more pages over there. I've got this set. Oops, let me hold them in the right place. I move the camera again, move my glass mat. Then I've got this set that's only got 1 fairy on it, but I kind of like this right here for a corner. And maybe these little flowers to put next to the fairy that's sitting down or whatever. So we've got those 2 sets of stamps. Then I'm going to use Vintage Photo. I wasn't going to go that dark of a brown, but the other brushed corduroy I don't feel like would show up against these decorated edges. So I'm going to go with Vintage Photo. Really didn't want to. I'm kind of tired of Vintage Photo. I've got all kinds of blues and pinks and everything, but I don't think the lilac that I have would match, but it's not a very dark color. And then you get lilac and you put it on your green pages, so I'd end up having to go with 2 colors. So Vintage Photo, I think, is going to match everything. So now I've also got these stencils, which are my flower stencils. Let's see where you are. Let's see. So I've got these flower stencils. This is one of my favorites, and one of the ones I'll probably use because it's lilac. Then I like this one as well. That's why they're together. I have mine numbered, and I put them in order of what they're numbered. Well, except for these 2, which are switched around. Oh, no, they're not. I'm going backwards. And this one. And they're all just different flower ones. These are trees, which we won't use at all. So anyway, we'll go through and we'll pick out a couple flower ones to be consistent. I think these are too big. So we'll just have to go through. I'll go through during their break and pick out a couple. Probably those first 2 that we looked at. This is my favorite for a writing page. Right here. And I got these at Temu. I usually label them Temu, but I got the whole set of 12. I believe that's where I got them. Okay. So that's number 9. Put that on the top. Leave it on the top. I don't know where to sit those. Got papers everywhere. Okay, so now I've sorted the papers. I've got them everywhere. We've got 2 pieces of coffee dyed paper, one for each signature. And then I've got the signature covers, which are going to be this on the front and this towards the inside, I think. Then these are going to be the centers because they're collage pages and they have fairies on them. We have another collage page, but it doesn't have a fair. Oh yeah, it has one up there and it's got teacups over there. Well, this one has, coffee cups or tea party teacups. But I like these better. The fairies are larger. This is one of my favorite images in the whole kit. Okay, so then we've got this collage page. We'll set that to the side. We've got these 2 writing page, or this writing page that has flowers on the back. We have, these are the signature covers and the signature centers. So we keep those to the side. I've already looked at those. Then we've got these 2, which are writing pages on both sides. We've got this one that's writing on one side and flowers on the other. These are our backing pages that are printed, the backing pages on the front. And then the, I keep forgetting that my glass mat is the center. And then this on the back, so we can use them for writing cards. We have a lot of ephemera, so we may not need to do that. We may just need to use them for creating things. We've got these that are writing pages. These 3. And I've printed the writing on 2. One of them is upside down, but that's okay. It looks fine either way. And one has the flowers on the back. So I should probably put this one. No, because I had the ones with the fairies on them together. Then I've got this writing page with flowers on the back. So that's 2 pages with flowers on the back. I've got this envelope that's got a score line in it that I was going to use for something else, but I think we'll use it for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our pages together for our 2 signatures. So we've got our cover and our center, and then we can add 2 more papers. So let's fold them in half. I'm going to have to ink them. But we have to ink the line down the center too, so we need to know where that is. Okay, so there's one cover. Here's another cover. You can see, maybe not, that my trimming is not exactly even. There's a little bit of white on the edges of some, but the inking will cover it. Alright, so this is signature 2, or 1 and 2. Let's set those over there. Then we've got our centers, which I believe are tan on the back. They are. So we don't want to put them, oh, one is and one isn't. This one is. Well, they don't have to be exactly the same. So we have a center. We'll put that in there. and a center. I have a video doctor's appointment pretty soon this morning. Okay, and a center. Then let's do our coffee dyed papers. One in each. When I did my boho journal, which you guys should watch that, for some reason not a lot of people watched it. I worked really hard on it. I was kind of disappointed, but maybe boho isn't everybody's cup of tea, but you can still make the journal with something else. You know what I mean? You can still do the same. You can still do the pockets and the tucks and the different things with a different style. Anyway, in those I used more pages, so I think we can get away with more page. Oh, I have to trim these. I forgot. And they smell good though. Okay. So we need to put this in between. Alright. Let's get this one. They might have been a little bit different. That's why I measured them individually. This is how I do it when I put them together, though. Everybody may have their own. They could be a little bit shorter, but I don't really mind if they because that's going to make the fold in the wrong place. So you have to trim 1/8 off each side. I'll have to check the other one. It's not even quite 1/8. Since I've already folded it, I can't take it all off one end. Oh, and I just cut my, no I didn't. I'm going to say I just cut my height mark off. Alright, now that should fit without sticking out. Alright, that's the center. This is the cover. Alright, so now we've got that under control. Make our book smell like coffee. Because I just dyed them. Alright, now I definitely want to use one of these and one of these. So I really like this one. Where's the one with the center? That has the pictures, that one. Okay, this is the center with the writing papers. So let's put this one in here. You remember this side's going to be next to the coffee dyed paper. So we can just decorate right over those flowers. So this is going to go just outside the center. And I want to put one more in. I think I want to put one that is writing on both sides. And I'll put that in front of the copy tag paper. This is going to give us more pages than we normally have, quite a bit more. It still sticks out a little bit. Oh, because we have so many pages, there's creep. There's creepage. Then we'll save all these. Oh, what about these two? They're writing on the back. Let's use these two instead. Instead of those two, because we can use these to make cards. We have quite a few cards though, but we'll see. So this is technically writing on both sides. Not sure I want that right in the front, the writing page. This would put the same page inside the front though, on each signature. One right side up and one upside down, but I'm not going to tell you which is which. This is the top. So I think that's what we're going to do right there. So we have a collage page left, 2 writing pages, one already folded, darn it. 3 writing pages, 4 writing pages, and some background pages. So we could have made a 3rd signature, but we're not going to have time to do it. We've only got 5 videos, so I may have to finish this off camera. You know, this is the one I didn't trim up the edges. Alright, so I'll trim the edges of this one, and I'll go through and ink everything. And then of these 2 signatures, and then I guess I'll ink some of the ephemera, some that I know for sure we're going to use, like the coin envelope, the trifold, the pockets with the matching tags. I'm going to end up inking it all. I might as well ink it all except for the little teeny stuff. So I'll do all that, and then we'll come back and we will go ahead and start the first couple of pages because we've only got 5 videos. Okay? Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, as you can see, I have a bunch of ephemera and the first signature laying out here. I also found some washi butterflies that might match. I have all of the ephemera, the little bitty stuff, laying on this right up here. Hopefully I'll remember to use it. I really want to use these large teacups for sure. And I didn't ink them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, let me set this to the side. Let me set these butterflies up here. Oh, and I got those fairy stamps as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some lace on the front of the signature. So we're going to put it on this page here, and we're going to glue it on right down the center, and the center is going to be right along the edge. So let's take this one off. I think that's right. It all came sliding out. And I think I'm going to switch them around. Instead of this being the signature cover, I think I like this better as the signature cover. So I've turned the page around. So let me put the pin on the magnet, the pin magnet. And then we'll take this, and of course we measure it and cut it. We cut it approximately, and it's a little crooked. And then we'll take our glue, and we'll run it right along here. While my glue has gotten thick, I need to add some acetone to it. Moving really slow. It's kind of cold in here this morning, that's why I still have my ugly sweater on. Then we'll take the lace and we'll lay the holes right along the edge. The holes right along the edge. And that'll give us this little row of flowers that sticks out. Alright, so we've done that, and I want to do it on the back as well. So we can turn it upside down to make it easier, it doesn't matter. Oops. I didn't realize it was long at the top, too. It's a little bit crooked. I thought I had just left it long at the bottom. Okay, so let's flip it over. And the trees are upside down right now. And there's no direction on this lace, so it doesn't matter that we have the paper upside down. Oh, it's only 49 degrees outside. No wonder it's chilly in here. Probably 65. Probably not cold to most of you, but it is to me. Okay, let's line it up with the other one. Okay. So we've got that. I have some cream colored flat back pearls. I'm almost tempted to put them on there and make this a little shabby. I barely inked around the edge of these, just enough to take the white off. Think about that. That would be kind of pretty, wouldn't it? Okay, let's think about that. Let's move on to the next thing that we're going to do. We're going to take this tag and we're going to stencil the back of it with this. And this fits exactly on there. Okay. And we don't have to be particular about this one. Now you could, if you wanted to, go in and do it in 2 colors and do the flowers maybe a pink, but it's not going to really show up on here if you do, because of the pattern on the paper, the colors. I think we might be able to fit a stamp on here too, up in this corner. We'll have to look and see when we get done. I went back and I had to cut out the regular size ephemera pages of the teacups and a couple other things, the words. Excuse me, because the little ones did end up being a little small for what I wanted to do. Now we could have, on the back of this, instead of stenciling, we could have put one of the teacups on the back, since there's teacups on the front, and kind of made it matchy. But I don't think that it would be wise to use one of those somewhere you're never going to really see it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now we have this stencil on the back of this card. I'm liking it. Okay, so we'll put this, I've got this other ephemera sorted. They're all printed on the back with the same, they're all inked front and back. If we need to put a little stamp of a, a fairy or something on there, we'll do that as we get to it. So this one's done. Now this one, we're going to use this stencil. I might as well just put it right up against the edge. The only reason I'm paper clipping it is, well, obviously so it doesn't move, but second of all is so I don't have to press down so hard with my hand, it hurts my fingers. if you don't have issues with your hands, then you can just, you know, do it. Now I like to do this one a little bit darker up here where the flowers are. And then we'll do it a little bit lighter at the bottom. And this does cover these two. It's possible we could do something different on the third. I'm going to look at it and see when we get done. Because we're either going to have to move the stencil over and line it up and stencil to continue the line, or we are going to put something else over there, like a stamped fairy or something. Okay, now we'll just go over this once lightly. Starting at the top, because it's going to be the closest to this dark area. And, you know, when you first, the first little bit you do is going to be darker. I think I did this one already. Oops. And with this being non-archival ink, you'll be able to just wash the stencil off with warm water and you'll be fine. Or what if we did like two flowers out here and then a fairy? That might look nice. Do I have my stamping block out or just my stamps? Just my stamps, of course. Okay, we could put her here. These flowers are kind of... We could put one more here. And then we'll put the fairy. And then we'll put a couple more on the other side. So we've got two more. Let me grab my stamping block. and she faces this way. So we'll put her here, and then we'll put 2 more flowers there. Oh, I gotta put my stamping cushion underneath. It's just a mouse pad, but it gives it a little bit of push. It makes the stamp come out better. Give it just a second to grab. Oh, cute. See my fingers? This is what I don't like doing. And then you still have the writing area. You can write over this. Maybe not the fairy. So there's our fairy stamp right there. And this is all our stenciling. And this is in our trifold, which we can either do this way, or we could do it this way if we that seems a little bit better. Because you almost need one a little bit shorter on the inside for it to fold correctly, but that looks like it's going to work just like that. Okay. So now, let's get this tag out. And I want to put these 3 butterflies on this tag. Like so, without my hair. My hair's not in a ponytail right now, and it's kind of everywhere. Okay. So I think we'll do that. And of course, I forgot and put glue all over him. That's alright. They're on a tag. They're not going to really be able to stick out anyway. I was thinking about using triple thick in this journal, but I'd have to use it on almost everything in the journal. And it would be ridiculously difficult. Okay. And then, do we need to do anything on the back? Maybe we'll put a stamp on the back. Use a different fairy. Oops. use one of these. The dogs upstairs are playing, and I don't know if you can hear the thump thump thumping across the floor, but they are. It's pretty funny. They don't bark anymore. I love that. They were just getting used to their new place, I guess. We'll put her up here. Okay, and we've got the butterflies on this side. So now on this green one, my paper clips weren't all facing the same way. I was having a crisis. It's a thing. So I've inked all this stuff, and I thought maybe we would put this bird here with the butterfly. Let's fix this little antennae is cut off on one side. So let's make this one where we just glue him in the center. He's got a big enough center that we can do that with. Let's glue this down while we're waiting for that one to dry. He's colorful on the back. I like this green bird. I don't know if it's supposed to be a female peacock or some other bird. The males are the ones with the big colorful tails. So I'm not sure. Now we can lift this one's wings up. And then when it gets pushed down, I brought them up a little extra. And then when it gets pushed down, then maybe it won't push down all the way. Let's put our postage stamps on. And I may have to print some of this out twice so that we have enough for both. I didn't realize there was a little fairy there. Could have gone with, oh no, I don't have any stamps that are smaller than this. These look like they already have stamps on them, but I want to put fairy stamps on over the top. Because I want my stamps to be fairy stamps. And I was going to show you how to do this one. I've already inked around the outside edges, but we can't ink this part until we fold it. So let's see if I can do it without scoring it. And we're going to fold along this score line. You want to fold this bottom score line up. Okay, so we have a folded in area here and here. So that's going to be here and here. And then we have a folded area right here. So then all we're going to do is fold this over and glue it on 3 sides. Let's make that straight. Because the fold is not coming out where the line is, that's why. Okay. Just fold it in half and make sure it lines up. So apparently I thought I knew how to do these, but I didn't. So you're going to put glue along the bottom. You know, I think that goes on the outside. So we're going to put glue along this long side. It's like a coin envelope pocket. Oh, you see, no we don't, because then it would come up in the front. I thought it would come up in the back. So let's tuck this in. I wasn't paying attention. Put a little bit of glue on this again. And then we'll put this over like that. And now you've got a pocket. You can fold this over if you like. There's a line here that you can fold it over. But if you do, well, then you could tuck it into another pocket, because if you fold this, if you glue this to the thing to use it as a pocket, then you lose this image. If you don't mind losing this image and you put another one down here, say, the tall, thin one. I cannot cut this part out. It's just going to have to be what it is. I don't know. I don't really like that. I don't particularly care for that either. So let's go ahead and fold it down and use it more like a seed envelope. Now we're going to have to go around and ink these sides that we weren't able to see before. I do have a little bit of an error over here. And then I'll do something on these 4 pockets and these 2 tags. And then we'll be ready to go in the next video with the first signature pages. I just don't usually do the ephemera on camera. Just kind of magically appears with little things on it. And so I thought I would do it this time, just to be different. I think I glued or inked that already, but yes, I had to have. Let's ink this on the inside. And we'll fold it down. If it doesn't stay down, it's staying down pretty well now. But if it doesn't, you can always put a little half dot of Velcro on it. I use actual Velcro dots, so I can say Velcro. Yeah, that's folded along the line. Looks a little bit crooked though. Okay, so I'll do these off camera, and then we'll get started on this. Yeah, then we'll be on the road. Okay? Alright, well that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Thank you. Bye-bye.